Welcome to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, where history and modern life meet. This iconic city is home to powerful monuments, world-class museums, and vibrant neighborhoods. Begin your journey at the National Mall, a grand park lined with symbols of American history. Visit the Lincoln Memorial, where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Just steps away, marvel at the towering Washington Monument, standing proudly over the city. A short walk brings you to the U.S. Capitol and the Supreme Court, pillars of American democracy. Don't miss the White House, the official residence of the President of the United States. Snap a photo from Lafayette Square and imagine the decisions made behind those historic walls. Explore the Smithsonian Institution, a collection of free museums that cover everything from art to air and space. The National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of American History are especially popular. Beyond the monuments, Washington is a city full of culture and diversity. Wander through neighborhoods like Georgetown, with cobblestone streets and charming 18th-century homes. In Adams Morgan and U Street, experience Washington's vibrant music scene and multicultural energy. These areas come alive at night with jazz, go-go music, and international flavors. The city is also known for its cherry blossoms in the spring, a gift from Japan in 1912. Each year, the National Cherry Blossom Festival attracts visitors from around the world. Washington's food scene is as diverse as its people. Try classics like half-smoked sausages at Ben's Chili Bowl, or sample Ethiopian, Salvadoran, and Vietnamese dishes. Farmers markets and food trucks bring global flavors to every corner of the city. Michelin-starred restaurants also shine, showcasing innovative American cuisine. Washington is a city of intellect, home to prestigious universities and global think tanks. You'll find passionate conversations in every cafe and bookstore. As the sun sets, take a stroll along the tidal basin or enjoy a river cruise on the Potomac. The monuments light up, creating a magical view of the nation's capital. Welcome to Washington, D.C., a city of history, culture, and constant discovery. There's always more to explore in the heart of America. Welcome to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, where history and modern life meet. This iconic city is home to powerful monuments, world-class museums, and vibrant neighborhoods. Begin your journey at the National Mall, a grand park lined with symbols of American history. Visit the Lincoln Memorial, where Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. Just steps away, marvel at the towering Washington Monument, standing proudly over the city. A short walk brings you to the U.S. Capitol and the Supreme Court, pillars of American democracy. Don't miss the White House, the official residence of the President of the United States. Snap a photo from Lafayette Square and imagine the decisions made behind those historic walls. Explore the Smithsonian Institution, a collection of free museums that cover everything from art to air and space. The National Air and Space Museum and the National Museum of American History are especially popular. Beyond the monuments, Washington is a city full of culture and diversity. Wander through neighborhoods like Georgetown, with cobblestone streets and charming 18th-century homes. In Adams Morgan and U Street, experience Washington's vibrant music scene and multicultural energy. These areas come alive at night with jazz, go-go music, and international flavors. The city is also known for its cherry blossoms in the spring, a gift from Japan in 1912. Each year, the National Cherry Blossom Festival attracts visitors from around the world. Washington's food scene is as diverse as its people. Try classics like half-smoked sausages at Ben's Chili Bowl, or sample Ethiopian, Salvadoran, and Vietnamese dishes. Farmers markets and food trucks bring global flavors to every corner of the city. Michelin-starred restaurants also shine, showcasing innovative American cuisine. Washington is a city of intellect, home to prestigious universities and global think tanks. You'll find passionate conversations in every cafe and bookstore. As the sun sets, take a stroll along the tidal basin or enjoy a river cruise on the Potomac. The monuments light up, creating a magical view of the nation's capital. Welcome to Washington, D.C., a city of history, culture, and constant discovery. There's always more to explore in the heart of America. Located just 45 minutes east of Seattle, this 268-foot waterfall draws visitors from around the world. As you approach, you'll hear the roar of the water before you see the majestic cascade. The viewing platforms offer incredible panoramic views, especially during sunrise or after heavy rain. Walk the short trail to the lower observation deck for a closer view of the powerful falls. Mist rises into the air, creating rainbows on sunny days and a magical atmosphere year-round. The falls are not only a scenic attraction, they hold deep spiritual meaning for the Snoqualmie tribe. For centuries, they have considered this land sacred, a place where the earth and sky connect. Interpretive signs around the park share stories of tribal traditions and respect for nature. You'll gain insight into the cultural heritage that still lives in this land. Just above the falls is the historic Salish Lodge and Spa, a luxurious retreat with rustic charm. Originally built in 1916, it's now famous for its breakfasts and peaceful spa treatments. Enjoy local, farm-to-table cuisine at the Salish Lodge dining room, with views of the falls below. Savor wild salmon, foraged mushrooms, and artisan cheeses paired with Washington wines. Down in the nearby town of Snoqualmie, explore charming shops, galleries, and cafes. This quaint town offers a perfect blend of small-town hospitality and Pacific Northwest flavor. Don't miss the Northwest Railway Museum, where vintage trains tell the story of regional history. You can even ride an old-fashioned train past forests, rivers, and scenic overlooks. Snoqualmie also draws fans of the cult TV series Twin Peaks, which filmed scenes at the falls. Take a photo at the famous Twin Peaks sign and follow the trail of filming locations. The area is surrounded by natural beauty, ideal for hiking, mountain biking, and river kayaking. In every season, Snoqualmie invites outdoor adventure and quiet moments alike. As the sun sets, the falls take on a golden glow, a perfect way to end your visit. Whether you're here for the culture, the scenery, or the food, Snoqualmie Falls leaves a lasting impression. Welcome to Snoqualmie Falls, where nature, history, and hospitality come together in perfect harmony. Discover the magic that flows from the heart of the Pacific Northwest. Welcome to Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, where history and welcome to Mount Adams, the second highest peak in Washington state and a hidden gem of the Pacific Northwest. Rising over 12,000 feet, this majestic stratovolcano offers stunning alpine views and endless outdoor adventure. Mount Adams is part of the Cascade Range and lies within the Mount Adams Wilderness. Here, you'll find glaciers, wildflower meadows, lava flows, and crystal-clear alpine lakes. Popular hiking trails like the South Climb Trail lead to high elevations and breathtaking scenery. In summer, backpackers and climbers challenge the summit for unforgettable views of nearby peaks. The area is rich in Native American heritage, especially for the Yakima Nation. Mount Adams is a sacred place, central to spiritual and cultural traditions passed down for generations. Visitors can learn about indigenous history and customs in nearby towns like Toppenish and White Swan. Murals, museums, and cultural centers share stories of resilience, ceremony, and deep ties to the land. Surrounding communities offer a warm welcome and authentic Pacific Northwest charm. Local festivals celebrate tribal art, drumming, and seasonal gatherings that honor nature's cycles. Food in the region is hearty and fresh, often inspired by local ingredients and traditional recipes. Enjoy salmon cooked over an open flame, huckleberry jam, or fry bread made by tribal families. Nearby vineyards and orchards offer tastings of Washington's finest wines, apples, and berries. Stop by a local farmer's market for handcrafted cheeses, baked goods, and regional specialties. Whether you're hiking, learning, or simply soaking in the mountain air, Mount Adams offers peace and wonder. This is a place where adventure and culture meet in the shadow of a sacred mountain. Welcome to Mount Adams, wild, quiet, and deeply meaningful. A true treasure of the Pacific Northwest waiting to be explored. Welcome to Mount Rainier National Park, home to Washington State's tallest and most iconic peak. Mount Rainier towers at 14,410 feet and is surrounded by forests, glaciers, and alpine meadows. This active stratovolcano is the centerpiece of one of the most stunning landscapes in the Pacific Northwest. It's a place of beauty, adventure, and deep cultural meaning. Begin your journey at Paradise, the park's most popular area, famous for its wildflower-filled meadows. On clear days, Mount Rainier rises dramatically above the fields in a breathtaking panorama. Hike one of the many trails, like the Skyline Trail, which offers unforgettable mountain views. Keep an eye out for marmots, deer, and even black bears as you explore. In winter, Paradise transforms into a snowy wonderland for sledding, snowshoeing, and skiing. The historic Paradise Inn offers rustic lodging and a cozy retreat after a day in the cold. Another highlight is Sunrise, the highest point in the park accessible by car. It's perfect for sunrise photography and scenic hikes across subalpine terrain. The park is located on the traditional lands of the Nisqually, Cowlitz, and Puyallup tribes. For indigenous people, Mount Rainier, known as Tacoma, is sacred and central to spiritual life. Throughout the region, native traditions, stories, and stewardship remain deeply rooted in the land. Respect for nature and cultural heritage is at the heart of every visit. Nearby towns like Ashford and Enumclaw offer warm hospitality and local flavor. You'll find charming lodges, artisan shops, and friendly guides ready to share stories and tips. Savor hearty mountain fare like smoked salmon, elk stew, or fresh berry pies made with wild huckleberries. Cafes and restaurants serve comfort food crafted from local ingredients and seasonal produce. Craft beer and Washington wines are perfect after a long hike or day of exploring. Visit nearby farms or farmers markets to taste the region's best offerings. As the sun sets behind Mount Rainier, the sky glows pink and gold across the glaciers. It's a view that stays with you long after you leave. Welcome to Mount Rainier National Park, a place of wonder, wild beauty, and timeless stories. Come and discover the heart of the Pacific Northwest, where the mountain calls to all. Welcome to Palouse Falls, one of Washington State's most breathtaking and dramatic natural wonders. Tucked away in a remote canyon, this 200-foot waterfall is a stunning remnant of the Ice Age floods. The falls plunge into a deep basalt gorge carved by ancient glacial waters. It's a place where geology and beauty collide in a powerful, unforgettable scene. Begin your visit at Palouse Falls State Park, where viewpoints overlook the canyon and waterfall. You'll feel the spray in the air and hear the constant roar of water echoing through the cliffs. Photographers and nature lovers flock here to capture sunrise and sunset over the falls. Golden light transforms the rugged landscape into a surreal masterpiece of color and shadow. The surrounding Palouse region is famous for its rolling hills, wheat fields, and pastoral charm. In spring and early summer, the fields become a patchwork of green, gold, and vibrant life. The area holds deep significance for the Palouse, or Palouse people, who lived here for generations. Palouse Falls is part of their ancestral lands and a symbol of their enduring connection to nature. Visitors are encouraged to respect the land and learn about its indigenous heritage. Nearby interpretive signs and resources share the history, legends, and resilience of the Palouse people. The nearest towns, like Washtenaw, Dayton, and Pullman, offer small-town charm and local flavor. You'll find friendly diners, local coffee shops, and cozy inns perfect for resting after a day of exploration. Try regional specialties like lentil soup, locally raised beef, and farm-fresh produce. The Palouse region is known for its agricultural richness, including wheat, barley, and chickpeas. During harvest season, farmers' markets offer homemade pies, honey, jams, and fresh-baked bread. Local wineries and craft breweries add a flavorful touch to the rural experience. Stargazing near Palouse Falls is unforgettable. The night skies are dark and full of wonder. With little light pollution, you can see the Milky Way stretch across the heavens. Palouse Falls is more than just a waterfall, it's a journey through natural history, culture, and quiet beauty. A hidden treasure in eastern Washington waiting for you to explore. Welcome to Palouse Falls, where ancient waters still shape the land and the stories never fade. Let the sound of the falls guide you into the heart of the Palouse. Welcome to Rosario Beach, a peaceful coastal treasure located in Deception Pass State Park, Washington. Nestled along the Salish Sea, this beach offers tide pools, coastal cliffs, and incredible views. Rosario Beach is known for its tranquil shoreline and dramatic rocky outcrops. At low tide, you'll discover colorful sea stars, anemones, and tiny crabs in the tide pools. The calm waters make it ideal for kayaking, paddleboarding, or simply strolling along the beach. Bring a camera. The sunsets here are some of the most stunning in the Pacific Northwest. One of the most meaningful features of Rosario Beach is the story of the Maiden of Deception Pass. A wooden carving of the Samish legend stands tall near the shore, welcoming visitors with grace and spirit. According to the Samish people, this land holds sacred meaning and deep cultural history. The maiden, Ko Kwal Alwut, gave herself to the sea to protect her people, becoming one with the ocean. Interpretive signs and cultural markers invite visitors to learn about this powerful legend. The story reminds us of the importance of respect, for both nature and the people who came before us. Just a short walk from the beach, forest trails lead through old-growth trees and scenic overlooks. Hike to Rosario Head for panoramic views of the ocean, islands, and passing boats. Deception Pass Bridge is nearby, connecting Whidbey and Fidalgo Islands with dramatic views. You might spot seals, eagles, or even orcas swimming through the swirling currents below. The nearby towns of Anacortes and Oak Harbor offer cozy cafes, galleries, and local seafood. Enjoy freshly caught salmon, clam chowder, or Dungeness crab served with Pacific Northwest flair. Farmers markets offer seasonal produce, artisan cheeses, and baked goods made with local berries. Try huckleberry jam or wild blackberry pie for a sweet taste of the region. Locals are proud of their land, culture, and storytelling traditions. Community events, art walks, and nature programs enrich the experience for every visitor. Whether you come for a peaceful walk, a cultural connection, or a scenic adventure, Rosario Beach delivers. It's a place where stories, sea life, and scenery come together in harmony. Welcome to Rosario Beach, where every wave carries history, and every sunset tells a tale. Let the beauty of the coast stay with you long after you leave. Welcome to Lake Chelan, a sparkling blue jewel tucked between the Cascade Mountains of Washington State. Stretching over 50 miles, this glacier-fed lake is one of the deepest and most beautiful in North America. Lake Chelan is famous for its crystal-clear waters, scenic boat rides, and sun-soaked adventures. Whether you swim, kayak, or paddleboard, every moment on the lake feels like a summer dream. Take a leisurely cruise to Stehekin, a remote village only accessible by boat, plane, or trail. Surrounded by mountains, Stehekin offers peaceful hikes, waterfalls, and a charming bakery in the woods. Back in Chelan town, stroll along the waterfront, browse boutique shops, or rent a bike for a lakeside ride. The vibe is relaxed, friendly, and perfect for families, couples, and solo travelers alike. The area is home to the Chelan and Entiat tribes, who have lived here for thousands of years. Lake Chelan holds sacred value, and stories of the land are passed down through generations. Local museums and interpretive signs honor this indigenous heritage and invite visitors to learn and respect. You'll find culture woven into the landscapes, festivals, and even the names that shape the region. Wine lovers will be in heaven. Lake Chelan is a designated American viticultural area, AVA. Dozens of wineries dot the hillsides, offering tastings with stunning lake and mountain views. Sip local reds, whites, or sparkling wines on a vineyard patio as the sun sets over the water. Many tasting rooms also serve gourmet meals made with regional ingredients. Lake Chelan's food scene is as fresh as the air. Think farm-to-table dining with a Northwest twist. Enjoy grilled trout, cherry-glazed chicken, or wild mushroom risotto at a local restaurant. The region is also famous for its orchards, especially apples, cherries, and peaches. During harvest season, fruit stands and markets overflow with juicy, hand-picked produce. Don't forget to try a slice of homemade cherry pie or fresh cider straight from the press. Simple, sweet, and full of local flavor. Whether you're sipping wine, hiking through wildflowers, or relaxing on the water, Lake Chelan has it all. It's a perfect mix of nature, culture, and laid-back luxury. Welcome to Lake Chelan, where clear waters, warm hearts, and unforgettable views await. Let the lake slow you down and fill your spirit with peace.